You have key result areas. Like in this case, the key result areas is high quality service. This is actually a business. So there are enabling activities like recruit and hire the right administrative and service staff, install an enterprise resource planning program, train and develop staff. And usually there's a baseline. So the baseline would say 1 to 20. So 1 administrative staff to 20 people. So this would be our targets. If you look, the targets are increasing. Enterprise resource planning from 0 as a baseline, 60%, 80%, 100%. For training and develop staff, you have competency framework, outcome-based, TESTA certification, international certification. So I'm going to give you this template, and can they do this template and we can meet after lunch at 1? Is that possible? Next slide. So like business expansion, you have establish new branches, develop business-to-business partnership, and there's a baseline. There are performance indicators. Next slide. So there's increase in income, like increasing operating income, controlling the variable expense. There's a baseline, and there are performance indicators. Go down. So this concept was taken from the balance scorecard by Robert Kaplan and David Norton. So they came up with a balance scorecard. Go down. So they were looking at different perspectives in analyzing how we perform as an organization. Can you translate that? Financial perspective, customer perspective, internal processes, and learning and growth.
Ya, jadi nanti tadi template yang sudah dijelaskan oleh Pak Wahid tentang menyusun strategic planning, ada 2 template tadi. Setelah ini Bapak Ibu akan diminta mengisi template tersebut, dan kemudian setelah makan siang akan diminta untuk Bapak Ibu menjelaskan. Kemudian apa yang template tadi itu berasal dari balance scorecard teknik yang dikembangkan oleh Kaplan dan kawan-kawan, yaitu tentang bagaimana menetapkan sebuah tujuan dan mencapai tujuan organisasi, yaitu financial perspective, customer perspective, internal process, dan learning and growth perspective.
Go down. So for each perspective, there would be measures, targets, and initiatives.
Jadi dalam setiap perspektif tadi akan ada alat ukur, kemudian target, dan usulan kegiatan, tujuan, alat ukur, target, dan usulan kegiatan. Ada 5 perspektif.
Go down. So it is important for you to identify what your objectives are. How do you measure your objectives? What are the targets? And what would be your initiative, projects, and plans? An example would be in this organization, you want to increase the operating income. So your measures would be operating income and gross revenues. Your target is 10 to 12%, and the initiative is aggressive marketing.
Ya, jadi yang sangat penting pertama adalah menentukan tujuan, kemudian menetapkan alat ukur bagaimana mencapai tujuan tersebut. Contohnya adalah membuat peningkatan pendapatan, dan kemudian mengoperasionalisasi peningkatan pendapatan lembaga. Berapa target yang kita tetapkan untuk pendapatan yang kita rencanakan, misalnya 10 sampai 12%. Lalu setelah itu kita tentukan apa kegiatan yang bisa mencapai ukuran yang sudah kita tetapkan itu. Misalnya membuat promosi yang agresif, yang masif.
Okay. So you see here, in learning and growth perspective, you have capacity building of employees. So you can measure it in terms of employee rating, and the target is 85% rating, and the initiative is training. So this is another example.
Ya, ini contoh yang lain itu perspektif pembelajaran, pertumbuhan dan pembelajaran. Contoh tujuannya adalah kapasitas building bagi pembangunan kapasitas bagi pegawai. Alat ukurnya adalah rating pegawai. Kemudian targetnya 85%. Kegiatan untuk mencapai ukuran yang sudah kita tetapkan itu adalah dengan melakukan training bagi pegawai.
Okay, go to the next slide. So we'll just go through each: financial, customer, internal processes, learning and growth. Go down. So these are just examples. Go down. Down. So examples of financial perspective, you can look at benefit cost ratio, return on public investment. These are monetary measures. That's why it's financial.
Yang pertama, contoh ya, kita melakukan pengukuran pada perspektif keuangan, financial perspektif, yaitu menghitung rasio antara keuntungan dan pengeluaran, yaitu berapa pengembalian pada public investment. Ini yang disebut sebagai alat ukur untuk finansial.
Okay, next. So these are just examples: payback, net income, net present value, internal rate of return, liquidity ratio per capita. These are just examples. Okay, next. Customer perspective is how do the students, our partners, see us. Okay, next slide. So you have average turnaround time for service, customer satisfaction, client visits, number of complaints. So these are just measures. Next. Business processes such as delivery time, waiting lines, waiting time, share of resources. Finally, go down, go down. Okay, go down. So you have learning and development, like number of agreements with new partners, average time behind the scheduled time of ongoing systems, proportion of employees using a new technology. So this is what we're going to do. They're going to come up with this. So just go up. So this is what we're going to do. This is the template. So there's a activities that we want. What is the key result areas? What would be our baseline and what would be our targets within the next, here is the next 3 years, 2022, 2025, 2028.
Ya, ini yang akan kita lakukan dalam FGD. Template-nya sudah ada, ya. Baseline performance indicator, kemudian target. Tahun ini kan sudah lewat, berarti kita 5 tahun mendatang. Saya rasa tahunnya bisa kita sesuaikan nanti Bapak Ibu untuk pencapaian target.
Okay, so discussion. So they would be grouped and they would be given how many hours, 1 hour to talk and to come up with this, to present.
Baik Bapak Ibu, saya rasa kita bagi per